everyone, my name's Amanda and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and today I'm doing a video I don't normally do. I normally don't do like TBRs. I normally do not have set TBRs every month. My brain is such a mood reading brain that I struggle with them, but I'm really trying to like consolidate things more so my decisions get easier, because every time I finish a book, the hardest thing is to pick what I'm gonna read next, and I'm trying to like combat that feeling and set myself up for a little bit more success. There's a lot that's gonna happen in this video because I was looking at my shelves the other day, and like this room that I'm sitting in right now is covered in books. You can't see them, it's covered in books. There's stacks everywhere because my shelves are full. They're pretty full. And my book cart is full. So I need to do something about it. I was like glancing through things, and there's so many books on my actual shelves that I haven't read. I really need to start doing backlist stuff. But that's always hard because I'm trying really hard to stay on top of current reads and current releases and get all of it out to you guys, like if I liked it, what I thought about it, so that you know if you want to spend your money on it, right? So reading backlisted stuff is really hard. I have an idea about what I want to do when it comes to that, and we'll get there. What am I planning to read this month? First off, hopefully you have already seen my July book club video, my Fun Size book club. I picked Stealing Infinity by Allison Noel. My copy has not arrived yet, so I can't show it to you physically, but it's supposed to come like within the next couple hours. But I am definitely going to be reading that, and anybody else who wants to read that along with me, check out my book club video and explaining all of the book club stuff, and you're more than welcome to join. July is weird because I feel like July is always a month where I read thrillers, and that is the case this month too. And I haven't read a thriller all year. I haven't read a thriller all year. And so it's gonna be weird to be like, oh, I have 2 thrillers on my list. One of them is an auto-buy author for me, Riley Sager. I've actually met him in person. I went to one of his signings when I was in school at a independent bookstore. He was so great, and I had never read his books before, but I just was like, I'm gonna go to this signing, see what this is all about. And I showed up, and he was so nice and so funny and cool, and like hearing his process was really fun for me. So I love his books. The House Across the Lake is actually on its way to me now. It has not arrived yet, but it is his newest release. It came out at the end of June, and typically his books come out in July. So this one like threw me off, but I always read him in July. So I will be reading The House Across the Lake. And along those lines, Ruth Ware also releases mystery thriller type books in July, kind of along the same lines as when Riley releases his. So Ruth's was an add-on for Book of the Month this month. And so I did add on The It Girl, and it hasn't gotten here yet, so it's probably not going to be until later in the month, but I definitely will be reading that. Fantasy-wise and romance-wise, I will be reading Glow by Raven Kennedy. It is the 4th book in the Gilded Prisoners series, and it just came out, and I've seen people reading it, and I've heard it's really long, so it's going to be on my list of things that I want to get to soon for you guys. I know so many of you have been watching my Plated Prisoner videos, and you know, leave me comments, let me know what you guys think of the books, like talk to me. We'll be reading Glow hopefully this month. Like I said, I saw that it's long, so hopefully it reads really quickly. The other fantasy book that I've like had my eye on is What Lies Above by Caitlin Lambert. And this is an indie published book. She published this on her own. I ordered it off of her website. Like, she hand does all of the books and like signs them for you and all of that. This seems like a dystopian YA book. And I, reread the back the other day, and I was like, I need to push this up on my list. So I'm hoping to read this. I love dystopian books. I really want the dystopian wave to come back. We're in a really like heavy fantasy wave right now, and I feel like the dystopian time will come. It will come. It will happen. So what lies above? I hope I can get to this month. Caitlin's super active on her Instagram, giving like writer's tips and encouragement and things like that, and talking about her book. So if you haven't checked her out yet, definitely take a look at her profile. The other one that I'm getting from Book of the Month that was actually my Book of the Month choice was The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I love Catherine Center's books, and I was not going to miss The Bodyguard. I've read, I don't think all of her books, but most of them. And I actually have a couple signed copies because where I used to live in Texas, she lived nearby, and I found out that she was at the Target that I shopped at, and she posted it on her Instagram that she was signing books, and I literally dropped everything that I was doing and I went to Target and I bought the signed books. So I made it there in time. Nobody else did. So I got them, but I wasn't going to pass up The Bodyguard. So I'm hoping to read it this month. I do love her books. I'm hoping I love this one as well. Okay. And now you guys are probably wondering, but Amanda, what are you going to do about your full shelves? Because I was saying it's so hard to pick backlisted books to read for me, because I'm so in the mindset of like, what's new that's coming out. I need to get, my reviews out to all of you and let you guys know, because that's how you know if you're going to want to buy it or not. So like, what are you going to be interested in that's on my shelves that you want to know about? I want to get you what you want to know about. Here's my idea. I'm going to pick 5 books because it gives me 5 options. So I'm going to pick 5 books from my backlist of like options of what I kind of feel like reading that month. I'm going to put them in the poll on my community page. So if you go to my channel, click the community tab, you'll see all of the polls and anything that I post there. Like and subscribe if you want to get notified when I do post there, like I post updates and stuff like that. So I'm going to post a poll with 5 choices, and I want you guys to vote on which books you actually want to see reviews for from those choices. I'm going to try to at least read one of them. I know that will take me a really long time to get through my shelves if that's the case. The last time I counted, I had like over 200 unread books on these bad boys. But that's what makes it really hard to pick a book that I think that you guys want to see, like to know about. So I want to get you involved. I want you to help me pick at least one book that I read every month from my shelves so that I can get that out to you so you can see it. So here are my options for this month. So obviously I have some fantasy, some non-fantasy options. A lot of them are YA, one of them is adult. So here are my non-fantasy options first. So this is When You Get the Chance by Emma Lord. I loved Tweet Cute. If you haven't read Tweet Cute, go watch my video. Go read Tweet Cute. I loved that book. And I heard really good things about this one too. And I just haven't read it. But it is fairly new. And so I wanted to know if this one was just as good as Tweet Cute, because I loved it. With and Without You by Austin Sigmund Broca and Emily Wibberley. So I love their writing duo. Love them. I love their YA books. They're like my favorites. And I have their newest one. Like I said, it is newer, but this is contemporary. I believe it's about a long distance relationship. I just need to get to it. So this is an option. I actually pulled this one out, and my husband was excited about this one. And he said he was excited as he was starting my camera on my video. 6 of Crows. This has been staring at me for a long time, and I feel like I have to read it before the next season of Shadow and Bone comes onto Netflix, because I think they're going to get more into the 6 of Crows topic more than what was already in the show. Like the characters were already there, but I was told that it wasn't the story. It was like prequel stuff. I need to read it. I do. I need to read it. I need to actually finish Ruin and Rising, but So I need to read this one because this is the one that's everybody's favorite. Next one is The Frozen Crown by Greta Kelly. This is the first in a duology. It is adult fantasy. And I've heard that this one is steamy but not spicy, but the second one gets spicier. But I've heard that they're really good. I just have the first one and have not read it. I actually have this in paperback also. I don't know where it is. Frozen Crown is an option. And one of the last ones that's also been staring at me for a very, very long time is Furyborn. This is book 1. I know there's 3. I still haven't read it, but I do own book 2. I just don't own book 3 yet. And I should probably get it so that all of my copies match, but I haven't read it. I've heard good things. I just haven't read it yet. So these are my options. Furyborn, Frozen Crown, 6 of Crows, With and Without You, and When You Get the Chance. Let me know in the poll once I post it which one you want me to read. I don't know if the poll will let you vote more than once, but I will do my best to at least get 1, hopefully 2. If I could get 3, that'd be great. But like, I like to give myself all of these options because I'm not good at sticking to TBRs. I'm just not. And so if I give myself enough options, hopefully I'll get all of that. But you guys know me, and I read a lot of romance and I read a lot of fantasy romance, and there's not a lot of fantasy romance on this July TBR. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I will get to all of these books, and I will keep you updated at the end of the month, see which ones I got through. Thanks for chatting with me today. Don't forget, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Fun Size Reader. See you guys next time.